Today, I'm going to give you 3 rules to run your business by. Yes, obviously, you have to do a lot more than 3 things to create a successful business, but these 3 rules will give you a massive leg up in creating success in your business. Hey, it's Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com, and I'm going to give you the 3 rules that have helped us create a 7-figure business online. Rule number 1. Be the leader. Be the teacher. Hopefully, if you're watching this video, it means you already understand that you always need to be learning new things. No matter how much success we've had, we've always work on continuing to learn more, to learn what's happening now. The internet is always changing, so there's always something new to learn. Now, when you turn around and teach your own audience, what kind of posture are you using when you talk? Really think about this. Now, this is assuming also that you understand the importance of building an audience and creating great content and value to serve them, which you do need to do if you want to be successful in affiliate marketing. But when you're creating content, videos, lives, blog posts, whatever, are you positioning yourself as the leader, as the teacher in front of the classroom, or are you positioning yourself just as the best student in the front row? Think about it for a bit. Just because you're making a video or a blog post about what you've learned, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're the teacher. We've seen a lot of people doing videos and creating content, but when you listen to exactly what and how they're saying it, I can tell that they're still speaking to their audience as a student, maybe a star student, but a student nonetheless. When you're talking to your own audience, you need to change roles and to become the teacher or the leader. Yes, you'll probably get leads as a student, but you won't start getting a bunch of sales or signups until you become the teacher. And here's the difference. The person who has the posture and the mindset of a star student, the student in the very front row of the classroom, they will focus more on themselves than their audience. Hey, Facebook Live, how you doing today? Just wanted to talk to you a bit about a great training that I went through. And today I realized that, I've been struggling with. Today I had to speak about, how many times did I say I in that? It's all about you as the student, right? Really very me or I focus, constantly saying the word me or I. And there's very little about it, what's in it for them, for your actual audience. That's the mindset and posture of a student, which is fine if you're actually in the training. But once you turn around and start teaching what you've learned to your audience, you need to become the teacher or the leader. You need to be the one sitting in front of the classroom, not just the one sitting in the front row of class. You need to become the teacher, the leader. So the number one thing you need to do to make that happen, the number one thing is to just stop talking about yourself, okay? Your audience doesn't really care what you learned. They don't care what you have to work on or what struggles you have or what you could be doing better in your business, so stop talking about it. What they care about is how what you're going to say can help them, can help their business. They care about what's in it for them. So instead of saying something like, hey, today I learned this really great prospecting technique I learned from Lisa Torres and I'm going to try it in my business, okay? That sounds like the student, right? Don't say that. Instead, say something like, hey everybody, I'm going to teach you a great prospecting technique that helped my friend Lisa sponsor over 300 people into her business. It's super effective and it's really going to help you make some breakthroughs in your business. Get it? Do you hear the difference? To be the teacher, to be the leader, you always need to be telling people what you are going to teach them, what they're going to learn and how it's going to help them and their business or whatever industry or niche that you're working with. That's really all that they care about. So they don't care about how much success you've had or haven't had yet. So the less you talk about you, the more you talk about them, the more of the leader you're going to be. Rule number 2. Be a problem solver. If you want to make big bucks in this industry, then you've got to become a problem solver. You need to solve your own problems, and then you need to start solving other people's problems. And this isn't just true in online business, but it's really just true in any career that you might choose. People who innovate and solve problems, they're the ones who get ahead, who get promoted, and eventually make the big money. So start by just being able to solve your own problems. And when you start solving your own problems, that's when you start to become a professional. When you don't have to ask someone else about how to do things, but you can figure it out, look it up, do whatever to figure it out yourself. I mean, we all have Google, right? So the chances are that it's just a quick Google search or even a YouTube video away. Being able to solve your own problems is just the first step. And that's because amateurs, they want everything figured out for them. They want to be told exactly what to do and what to say. They're looking for that easy button that they can just push and start making money. Guess what? what, guys? That easy button doesn't exist. Professionals in this industry are willing to go out, get out of their comfort zone, do the work, test a bunch of ideas, and fail a bunch of times to learn the lessons that only experience can teach, and solve their own problems. So what's the next big step? Well, being able to then solve other people's problems. And that's when you start making big money. If you can solve a problem and then teach others how you solve that problem, that's money in the bank right there. This is where the big money is. Todd is actually really great at this. He'll actually go out looking for a problem just so he can try to find a way to solve it, because he knows that once he figured it out, cha-ching, it's money in the bank. So always look to be a problem solver in your business. Number 3, always over-deliver. If you want to generate leads, then go ahead and make any claims or promises that you want. You'll get some leads. But if you want sales or signups, if you want to create a loyal fan base that will continue to purchase from you for years to come, then you better over-deliver on whatever you promised. And yes, that also includes just your free content and your giveaways. Now, a lot of people might think, if you're giving away all of your secrets and strategies for free, that you'll lose some of your value. That if you don't hold something back, that people won't want to opt in or join because they think that you've already given them everything you had to offer. But here's the thing. Here's why I'm not afraid to over-deliver, because it doesn't just work this way in business. It works this way in any type of job or career. In my career, I was able to go from a nurse joining into a healthcare IT entry-level software position. Okay. From that, in just a couple years, I became an IT consultant that was paid multiple 6 figures a year because I always over-delivered. And Todd did the very same thing. We both started to learn the concept of attraction marketing as software analysts in healthcare IT. I was brand new on the job, and having come from a nursing job, had no IT training or experience, and I had a ton to learn. And the only way you could really learn what you needed to know is through experience. So here I am, brand new software analyst, and quickly learned that there's a lot of people in that line of work who were knowledge hoarders. They would hoard information and knowledge about the system, making sure that they were the only ones who knew how to set something up or how to fix something specific. And to them, that was job security, being the only ones who knew something, and those people were crazy frustrating because you always had to go begging to them for help whenever that one thing went wrong, and instead of teaching you how to fix it, they would fix it themselves and refuse to tell you on what they did. They felt that if everyone knew what they know, that they would lose their value to the company and they'd be in danger of losing their jobs. So that was their way of creating job security. Then there were the other people in the office who would openly share everything that they knew with you. They would gladly have you learn everything that they knew because it would make the system better. It would make their jobs better and easier. And it would just be a better work environment. And those were the people that everybody loved. They were the people who got the promotions. Everyone would genuinely feel happy for them. So that's who we decided to be. To model in the workplace. And we made a point to take on the difficult task and become problem solvers. So once I'd figure something out, then we'd document it and then share it with the team without holding anything back. And you know what happened? In less than a year, I became the go-to gal. I became the expert that everyone went to for help, and I was groomed for upper management. And in less than 2 years, I became such an expert that I decided to go into a role as an independent consultant. And really was the most secure job that I'd ever had because I always over-delivered. I had one client pay me over $500,000 over the course of 3 years when I was only initially brought in for a 6-month job. I started there on a 6-month contract, but every time my contract started coming to an end, the manager would ask me to stay for another 6 months because I was always bringing so much value to their team. And when one project came to an end, they would find another project for me to work on just to keep me around. I was on projects that I had no experience in, and they kept paying me multiple 6-figure salary plus like $3,000 a week in travel because they knew that I'd find a way to really provide a valuable contribution to that project. And they did that for 3 years because I always over-delivered. And here's the rub, guys. You know where those knowledge hoarders are right now? Same place they were. The same place they'll always be. The same exact jobs. Because here's the thing. The value you bring isn't just in the knowledge you have. Your value is in your ability to solve people's problems and in being able to teach and to mentor others. In being able to provide people with that shortcut to their goals. Because the difference between success and failure isn't just knowledge. It's wisdom. You can gain knowledge from a training program, but not wisdom. The only shortcut to wisdom is mentorship. So don't be afraid to over-deliver on the knowledge, because when you are a leader and a teacher who can solve people's problems, the big value becomes your mentorship. Follow these 3 rules, guys, and you can create a massive business, the business and the lifestyle of your dreams. Again, this is Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com. Know that we are rooting for you. We are here to help you create the time freedom that you and your family deserve. So make sure to subscribe so that we can help you do that. If you are new to our channel, make sure to say hi in the comments so that we can welcome you to the community. I'll see you soon.